This again.
Empty. Empty.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. There you are. In the meantime, you'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. Dungeon? You have the gall to call my
Index fingers pressed.
My word. Oh, and
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
my, look at the concentration on your face. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you for your own peace of mind.
Good gods! There's
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap.
There's been a murder. Waters is investigating. She'll figure it's a small ship. His name was We'll find out.
Ugly sight. It burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. We'll find out who...
She looks up at you.
I was on duty in your room when You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Finn was killed by Source. It looks more like a passenger managed to slip. Listen, bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? Thanks.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot.
Snake.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
She shakes her head.
Game for one. Rolling. Deciding fates. Don't worry, honey.
She looks you up and down with...
Never say never, though.
She eyes you quite...
I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent...
She gives your...
You were... Of course it is. But don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick.
We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying
A scruffy man lands,
Watch your back.
rolling his eyes at... He leans,
Pinches less.
hocking,
We used to know each other,
standing, Ifan grins.
same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger long story. Maybe no, the dead man.
He glanced.
Damn shame, sheer annoy. The joy. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself. Not interested in the son of the divine himself.
What are you
Oh, don't mind him.
Name.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook.
Away with you.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime.
Dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetite. Well, well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mist. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
The lizard looks you up and down, like all of a sudden he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
I'm inspecting your teeth. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor? Oh, but to feel the caress of satin on then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep the very... So, 3 questions asked. As per your own testimony, you can cook. I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
Of course you accept. Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy. Now shoo!
No.
You sure about that?
There you are. Husband, would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this... How very correct you are, spouse of mine. What?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and get...
She turns to you, dark-eyed and...
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
It was one of them. I know it.
You presume right.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play... You take care.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face and her mouth as quickly as they came. The clouds...
Good luck, Chief.
You think me mad?
Name?
Lad. Insufferable, surely.
I don't like comedy.
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet.
Not so fast. Name? The Divine Order. Well, you aren't here on my list.
Never thought you'd end up a prison.
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast...
Your kind always hung closest to our...
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He reaches out and takes your hand. He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
You put a knuckle in it. I'm trying to
What purpose did that serve? Was that a greeting? Oh dear. I see you have my apology. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me. I do not believe I've been drawn anywhere. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Oh, please. No. I want to know. This text tells me that Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
I'll come back to you. You better be ready to talk here.
The elf's face freezes for just a second before he waves.
Oh, it's just one of my idle curiosities. Now, please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
Here to register, sir. You faring okay so far? I'm glad to hear you. Head on.
Keep those bolts trained on her, and if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
You seem on edge, officer. What on earth is the matter?
Murder most foul, and I strongly suspect...
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
Ask what you must. I've nothing to hide.
Seems to me you should be afraid. There's a killer about after all.
Till overboiling a bit of cabbage.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course that was
She turns her head.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God! You there, sorcerer! Go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though.
She reaches for her collar and simply...
I'm just about...
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
What's happened?
What happened? Must have been water. Wine, for goodness.
The lizard's eyes close as he slips into unconsciousness. Ifan lies motionless, curled on the ground like an animal. Under his shaggy hair, you can see green eyes flutter. His eyes flicker open.
Lucy.
Ifan cries out. Then his eyes fall. The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted and tangled around him. He is stock still.
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
Her hand lies limp in your...
The dice roll darkly.
The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She doesn't stir. The Magister lies on...
An animal snack, freight, or food.
Did you expect a needle? Did you expect a needle?
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters! Damn, that doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards!
He eyes the collar The Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of you.
Like you don't know?
He whispers loudly to the other.
Don't just cower there, Rix!
Rix grabs his sword, which shakes in the rhythm of his trembling hand. The Magisters look to each other, then back...
Your lies end... Damn, that doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards!
Thank the god!
He eyes
Another...
the Magister's companion. Does he leaps to attack?
Don't just cower there!
Rix raises his.
God damn it! Need to get off this wreck and quick! Not long before this thing snaps into splinters! Great gods! Something's pounding on the hull!
Lifeboat. That means there's still a chance.
Shut your trap, kid! Children and dwarfs.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
Said there were other people down there.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time to get the hell out of here.
Fuck you! There's a ladder right over there.
You're gonna be the death of us.
The Magister lies on the floor.
Get yourself off the ladder. There's a... Wait! Void Woken! Useless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch.
They who are about to triumph.
I thought Void Woken was supposed to be scary.
Let the games begin.
Greet the Reaper for me.
I've faced worse.
No telling whether there might be more. We need to move.
We make a pretty good team.
I hear something. It's...
We need to wait.
There's no time.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard and are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Orivan.
Those Voidwoken made short, bloody work of the ship. Am I the lone survivor? It seems something wanted me alive. I thought the Order would get this statue must be 1,000 years old. Wonder how much longer it'll last.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting it.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Why? But are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
The child looks at you.
I don't see any source on you or me. Maybe you're right. At least they don't. But you didn't die. There isn't anywhere safe. You'll see. I guess I.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn them.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady mouth. Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer.
And a dutiful servant you are too. Chances are I wouldn't have survived that shipwreck. You have...
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
My gratitude is worth a great deal, if only you'd realize it. As for the slave thing, let's forget about all that, shall we? One good turn deserves another, so you may as well have your freedom. Now then, if there's nothing further, if you really must know, I haven't quite...
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Touché.
He looks out over the water once more, and
as for myself, when I consider this vast I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost. What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that...
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? Oh, may the seven... I am the Red. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have. This and that. Tag along. On the other hand... Fine. On one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer. One of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him. You do tend to beat around the bush. So now, even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, as a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you? Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a...
Now, as you're aware, you'll be travelling with a prince. Proper form. As your luck would have it, of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let us...
this leads.
Quite right. Do seek my counsel. I highly recommend it.
You walk up to a skeleton unlike any you have ever seen before. His skull seems to be carved into intricate patterns, with a gemstone sitting in the middle of his forehead. Approach bugger.
How and
skeletal fingers reach down and
damnation. That's stuck fast. I wonder. Ah! Oh, it seems the human that stole my
he turns back to the body, prodding at its face.
Oh yes. I could then.
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration.
Because my own was stolen from me. And the idea. So, if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my features. Oh, please. It is far too complicated. No, but once I have extracted, and then I can return to finding my peace, at least from this realm. As for the others, well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers. I suppose. You seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would certainly be useful. Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you know... Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality. But being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade. I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Splendid. Very well. I've spotted something.
Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer here than that. I'm sure glad you went back to save the others.
Brachus Rex, for it is he, the statue...
Go! Get out! You are not welcome here! Go, man-pig!
She eyes you
Please. You hear me, human. Leave. You hear me, human.
To these turtles. They're transforming.
Your godwoken has asked you a question. Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape a tooth.
I'd sooner cut my teeth. Discount.
You should know by now to obey your superior.
A tooth of pink.
Stop! My father. The fate, Alice.
Yes. What a waste. Will be needed elsewhere.
Don't you hear?
Did you see them, sir?
Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself, they were so close, almost within arm's reach. A traitor cannot be murdered. A traitor can only receive their due. Protect us,